And good evening and welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School as we are set for Game 2 between BPC and A-Town. We're going to step aside and bring you our national anthem.
Let us now honor and respect their efforts and our country. Please rise as we proudly play our national anthem.
And we'll step aside and bring it over to Kyle Brewer on the far side with the starters.
A-Town Tornadoes. Senior number 0, Lucas Andrews. Sophomore number 3, Trey Kinnan. Senior number 4, Alex Fouch. Sophomore number 5, Riker Darst. Senior number 22, Hayden Stromson. And coached by Shane Curry, your Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans. 5'11" senior number 3, Connor Paul. 6'0" sophomore number 20, Braylon Griffiths. 6'0" sophomore number 23, Dylan King. 5'11" senior number 24, Ryan Adler. And 6'0" sophomore number 34, Thomas Anderson.
So there you have our starting lineups tonight for the game between the Tornadoes and the Spartans. Going to be Griffiths against Stromson. A-Town in the road green with the yellow and black trim. BPC in the home white. Tip controlled by the Tornadoes. Darst with it left side, left wing, picked up by Anderson. Inside they're going to go Stromson, and we're going to get a 3-second violation on Stromson inside. Turnover to BPC. Dylan King to inbound. Gets it over to Connor Palm. Full court pressure by A-Town early on. King's going to be called on an over and back. 7:45 just underway here in the first quarter. Darst with it to Stromson, top of the circle, picked up by King. Hand off to Fouch. Fouch going to lose the handle inside, looking for some help. Gets it over to Darst. Darst by Palm. Little dip move down, up and in. Trey Kinnan, his first two. 2-0 lead in favor of A-Town. BPC the other way. Floater by Griffiths. No, got his own rebound. Going to be tied up. Gets it to Adler. To Palm. Palm. Long two. No good. Rebound to Adler. Back to Griffiths. .705 to play here in the first quarter. And a ball stolen away. Here comes A-Town. Fouch up and in. we're going to get a stoppage for something on the floor as A-Town jumps out to a 4-0 lead. 6:57 to play here in the opening quarter, just underway. King to Palm. Over to Adler. Griffiths with it, going to have it poked away by Andrews. Out of bounds, will stay with BPC. As it's like Connor Palm to inbound for Macomb, or for BPC, my apologies. Griffiths with it in the backcourt. 6.5 to play first quarter, 4-0 lead for the Bombers, or for the Tornadoes. Got Bombers on my mind from the last game. 4-0 lead for A-Town. King, Griffiths, sports corner three on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound to Kennan for A-Town, gets it over to Fouch. Fouch going to drive in, right hand layup up over Anderson, in and out, no good. Kennan up and good. Trey Kennan was 4 and a 6-point lead for A-Town, 6-0. 2 minutes into the contest. Griffiths with it at the Spartan logo, picked up by Fouch. Over to Palm, left wing. Palm tries to go down to Griffiths, and the ball out of bounds to A-Town with 5:51 to play here in the opening quarter. Riker Darts, the sophomore for the Tornadoes, will bring it up. Number 5, picked up by Palm. Right side to Kennan. Chat us up. Let us know we're tuned into tonight. Backdoor pass to Kennan, a little long. Stromson up and good for 2. Aiden Stromson, his first 2, and now an 8-0 start for A-Town. King to Anderson, back to King. Lost the handle, got it back. Griffiths. Palm with the basketball now for the Spartans. 5:05 to play. First quarter. Spartan Sports presented by MTC Communications here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Adler's pass, a little too much mustard on it, out of bounds off of Palm at 2. A-Town as we see 35. Charles Rudolph into the ball game for BPC. Stromson with it, top of the circle, picked up by Rudolph. Andrews. Kennan going to drive in, a little dump pass into Stromson, up and good. Stromson with 2 more. 10-0 start for A-Town. Full timeout taken by, 30-second timeout by Coach Curry, so we'll keep it right here. And tell you about our pre- and post-game show sponsors. That's JoJo's Gaming Parlor, the author of the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink, a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. And MTC Communications, having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2025. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. (10-0) lead for A-Town, 4.5 to play. Palm. Adler going to fire up a 3 and hit. Sports corner 3 for Ryan Adler. His first 3 points of the night. The Spartans on the board. 10-3 lead for A-Town. Inside Stromson again, blocked by Rudolph. Here comes Griffiths the other way for BPC. Going to lose almost a carry. Going to have it poked out of bounds off of Stromson. They'll stay with BPC as we're going to see number 5, Darian Ruffin-Thomas, into the ball game for the first time. Going to check in for Anderson. 10-3, just about halfway through the first quarter, 4:07 to play in the opening quarter of play. Ruffin Thomas with it. Picked up by Andrews, over to Rudolph. Griffiths now to Palm. Ruffin Thomas going to drive in the lane. Lost the dribble. Is going to go up. Has a shot blocked by Andrews. Darst with a rebound the other way. Darst up and in. Riker Darst with his first two. 12-3 lead now. 9-point advantage for A-Town. 3:35 to go. First quarter. Ruffin Thomas to Palm. 3.5 to play. Picked up by Darst. Palm between the legs. Kicks out to Griffiths. Griffiths around to Ruffin Thomas. Coach Curry saying reset to the Spartan offense. Out of Palm, right wing. Picked up by Darst. Darst is going to poke it away. Going to go out of bounds off of Charles Rudolph. It'll go to A-Town as number 10, Owen Timmons, and number 1, Carson Slagle in for the first time for the Tornadoes. In for BPC, number 42. Nine-point A-Town lead. Getting with it, far side now. Hightower, Colby Hightower into the ballgame for the first time for A-Town. Again, chat us up. Let us know what we're tuned into tonight here on this Wednesday evening, as these are the second of the two makeup games in the Spartan Tip-Off Classic from Saturday. Down to 2:35 to play. Good patience by A-Town. Slagle with it. Lost the handle, picked up by Palm. Shot up, blocked by Palm, but I think they're going to get Palm on the foul and put number 1, the junior Carson Slagle, to the line for 2.
Spartans, number 3, Connor Palm, his first team first.
First one up and good. And Slagle hits them both. Griffiths fires up a 3, no good for BPC. Rebound down to A-Town, 14-3 in favor of A-Town. Slagle going to drive in, float one off the back iron. No, get in there for the rebound. He's going to have it poked away and controlled by Adler and BPC. Griffiths drives in, going to lose the handle, gets it to Ruffin Thomas. Free throw line jumper up and good. Darren Ruffin Thomas, his first two. 14-5 lead for A-Town. Hightower with it for A-Town. Minute 25 to play here, first quarter. And we're going to get a foul. Ryan Adler, his first, team second. Other way, Ruffin Thomas shot up, no good. Rebound down to the Tornadoes. A minute 10 to go. Here comes Darst. Going to take it coast to coast and roll it in. Riker Darst with 4. 16-5 advantage now for A-Town. Ruffin Thomas, 3 up a little short. Rebound to A-Town, 45 seconds to play. Slagle the other way, shot up, no, but he's fouled and go to the line for 2. Malta whistled for the foul. First one up. First one is good. And 1 of 2, 17-5. 40 seconds to play. Spartan basketball down to 30 seconds to go. Griffiths picked up by Slagle. Lost the handle momentarily. Gets it to Ruffin Thomas. Down to 25 seconds. Floats up 1-0. Timmons with a rebound for A-Town. 20 seconds to go. And going to get a foul on BPC. Second on Malta. Charles Rudolph back for BPC. As our scoreboard's gone a little haywire again. We'll try and get that fixed. Slagle brings it across midcourt. Down to 10. Fouch with it. Far corner picked up by Griffiths. 5 seconds. Stolen away by Rudolph. Griffiths with it. 1 second to go. Will not get a shot off. 17-5 at the end of one. We'll be back in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. BPC Sports presented by MTC Communications. And A-Town Tornado Sports brought to you by Mid-Century Fiber. Here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Every town has its own rhythm. And here in Abingdon, Illinois, connection is part of what keeps its residents moving. At Mid-Century Fiber, we're proud to call places like Abingdon home, where our team members live, work, and drive the same streets as the people we serve. Because when your connection is built by your neighbors, it's more than service, it's community. Mid-Century Fiber, fast, local, and here for Abingdon.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and, not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Back here at BPC High School as we head to the second quarter, 17-5 in favor of the Tornadoes. Spartan basketball. Fouch is going to nearly steal the inbound for A-Town. It'll stay with BPC. Chat us up. Let us know where you're tuned in to tonight here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Chris Frankhauser on the call. Adam Hulett on camera duties. As Ruffin Thomas to inbound for BPC. Looking for some help. Going to lob it across to Griffith, stolen away by Kennan. And the Tornadoes, here comes A-Town the other way. Fouch, he's going to step up, and three-pointer a little short. Rebound loose on the floor. Controlled by no one. Jump ball going to stay with the Tornadoes.
Jump ball, Tornadoes.
Fouch, a three up, no good. Rebound down to Ruffin Thomas, out of bounds. As looked like Stromson was good position by Ruffin Thomas, but no foul. It'll stay with the Tornadoes. 7:39 to play here in the first half. Stromson on the inbound pass, up and good. Aiden Stromson with 6, 19-5 lead for for A-Town. 7:25 to play. Connor Palm, number 3, with the basketball for BPC, looking for some help. Picked up by Fouch. Gets it over to Ruffin Thomas. 7:15 to play. Ruffin Thomas spin move on Andrews. Lost the handle over to Griffith's right wing. Palm off the cut, and we're going to get a foul on A-Town on number 4. Alex Fouch, his first, team's first. 14-point lead for A-Town. Palm to inbound. 7:07 to play first half. On top to Ruffin Thomas. Right wing now, Palm. Braylon Griffiths, the sophomore, number 20, with it now. 6:50 to play. Palm right wing, or left wing with the basketball. Right wing now. Adler's going to fire up a three, in and out, no good. Rebound to Trey Kennan, and the sophomore for A-Town. Here come the Tornadoes inside. Stromson's, the pass to Stromson poked away out of bounds off of Rudolph. It'll stay with A-Town. As we're going to get a substitution, Riker Darst, number 5, back into the ball game for A-Town, as Owen Timmons will have a seat. Inbounds pass, shot blocked from Stromson by Rudolph. Here comes BPC, 3-on-2, stolen away by Kennan. Here come the Tornadoes back the other way. Cross court they go to Darst. Darst going to drive in. No look pass to Stromson. Going to be tied up inside. Shot up. Counted and a foul. Stromson with 8. And a foul on BPC. Going to go on Ruffin Thomas. His first. Team's first. 21-5 in favor of the Tornadoes. Stromson with one more. And the three-point play up and good. He's got 9. Dylan King back for BPC for Rudolph. Palm will get the inbound from King. 6:20 to play, 22-5 lead for A-Town. Hands off to Ruffin Thomas. He's going to drive in, spin one up. No, rebound down to A-Town, and we're going to get a traveling violation on Kennan and a turnover to BPC. 22-5, 6:08 to play here, first half. Griffiths to inbounds. Hits it to Adler. Adler going to jump one up and hit. Adler with 5, 22-7 now lead for A-Town. Vouch with it, left wing. Straight on 3 by Stromson. Short rebound loose on the floor, picked up by Palm. Now picked up by Darst. Still loose on the floor. Jump ball will go to BPC.
Jump ball, Spartan.
22-7 in favor of A-Town. King to inbound. A little full court pressure by the Tornadoes. Going to be stolen away by Vouch. Gets it to Darst. Darst going to go inside to Andrews. Give and go to Stromson, up and good. Aiden Stromson with 11. And a 17-point lead, 24-7. Griffiths drives baseline right side. A little head fake shot. No, Darst there for the rebound. Baseball pass down to Andrews. Stolen away by Palm. He'll hand it off to Ruffin Thomas. Right corner to Griffiths. Griffiths going to drive baseline. Got Darst in the air. Shot up and good. Braylon Griffiths, his first 2. 24-9. Favor of A-Town. 5 minutes to play. Andrews give and go. Stromson shot up. No rebound. Stromson got it back. Goes back up over Adler. And good. 13 now for Stromson. 26-9 lead for A-Town. Griffiths going to have it poked away from behind by Vouch, out of bounds as Colby Hightower into the ball game for A-Town as senior Aiden Stromson, a nice first half, 13 points, and a timeout taken by BPC, a full timeout, and with that we will step aside and be back here in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I'm Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage. And I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, brought to you by Raritan State Bank. Bushnell branch located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell. Offers full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank. A friendly service, or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Raritan State Bank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. In Spartan Sports presented by MTC Communications this winter, and A-Town Sports brought to you by Mid-Century Fiber. All here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Chris Frankhauser courtside here at BPC High School. Adam Hulett on camera duty this evening. Appreciate you tuning in and watching. Again, chat us up. Let us know where you're tuned into here on this Wednesday evening. BPC basketball out of the timeout. Gets it Palm to Adler, back to Palm. To Griffiths, right wing. 26-9 advantage for A-Town. Gets over to Ruffin Thomas. Now to Palm. Palm guarded by Hightower. Palm going to drive up over Hightower. In and out. No good. Rebound loose and picked up by the Tornadoes. Fouch goes down the right side with the basketball. Picked up by Griffiths between the legs. Going to scoop one up off the glass. No. Rebound to Andrews. His shot blocked and controlled by Kennan. He's going to get it over to Hightower. Bounce pass into Andrews. Gets Griffiths airborne. No. Kennan back up. Shot rolls around in. And good for Trey Kennan. And a foul on BPC. Going to go on Griffiths. That's Griffiths' first, team second. And the three-point play up and good. Trey Kennan, he's got 7. Anderson in for the Spartans. And Malta and Slagle back for A-Town. 29-9, 20-point advantage for A-Town. Bounce pass out of bounds off of Darst. And it'll stay with BPC with 3:51 to play here in the first half. Palm to inbound. Gets it to Ruffin Thomas. Has the pass swatted out of bounds by Andrews. It'll stay with BPC. (29-9), 3:46 to play here in the first half. Palm gets it to Anderson in the backcourt. Hands off to Griffiths. Griffiths hands off to Ruffin Thomas. Down to 3:35 to play. Andrews on Griffiths as Griffiths has the ball right wing. Inside to Anderson, free throw line. Hands off to Griffiths. Back to Ruffin Thomas, cross court, Palm. Could have been a moving screen there on Anderson, no call. Palm to Ruffin Thomas. He's going to back him down, kicks out. Thomas thought about the jumper, bounce past Malta, swing around Palm. Three-pointer, good look, on the way, no good, off the back iron, and we're going to get a foul on BPC.
Foul by Spartans, number 34, Thomas Anderson.
Anderson's first, team's third. As it is a 29-9 lead, 3 minutes to play, first half. Darst, just inside the three-point arc at the top of the key, gets it back from Kennan. Right side, Hightower going to drive in, scoop one up a little short. Rebound down to Palm for BPC. Ruffin Thomas with it, 29-9. 2.5 to go. Griffiths going to drive in, picks up the dribble, looks for some help, gets it back to Palm. Griffiths with it, picked up by Hightower. Now to Ruffin Thomas, 2:20 to play. Palm, Ruffin Thomas. Swings around to Palm. Slagle on the defense of Palm. Griffiths with it near corner. He's going to fire up a three and hit. Sports corner three for Braylon Griffiths. He's got 5. And a 29-12 lead. The other way up and good. Riker Darst Darce now with 6. 31-12 lead for A-Town. Palm with it. Down to a minute 40 to go. First half. Griffiths with it. The Spartan logo now right wing to Ruffin Thomas. To Palm. Bounce pass. Ruffin Thomas going to fire up a three. It's going to be tipped. Darce comes down with a loose ball. Quick outlet down to Andrews the other way. Head fake up over Palm. Up and good. Lucas Andrews, his first two. 33-12 lead. 21-point advantage for BP or for A-Town. Now Hightower steal the other way. Up and good. Hightower's first two. 35-12 lead. Here comes BPC. Palm up and good at the other end. Connor Palm. 35-14. Darce the other way. Down to 58 seconds to go. Darce up. No. On the shot. He'll go to the line for two. Anderson whistle for the foul. His second. Team's fourth. Riker Darce to the line for two. Darce with 6 points in the contest. Make it 7 is in and out and back in again. 36-14. Timmons in as Trey Kennett will check out. So 36-14 in favor of A-Town. Darce with one more. Second one on the way. Lays off the front rim and drops back in. He's got 8 and a 37-14 lead. BPC basketball, 50 seconds to play first half. Ruffin Thomas with it at the Spartan logo. Swings around to the right side to Braylon Griffiths. Griffiths looking for some help inside. Malta bounce pass. He tried to give and go to Griffiths, and Griffiths went out, and the ball went towards the baseline. So we'll go back to A-Town with 36 seconds to play. Darce will bring it up slowly for A-Town, down to 30 seconds to go. 23-point lead for A-Town here in the first half. Darce to Andrews. Picked up by Palm. Down to 18. Darce bounce pass to Timmons. Bounce pass backside to Slagle. Shot up, no good. Rebound down to Anderson. 7 seconds to play. Anderson's going to lose the handle on it. Tried to go into Palm. Down to 2 seconds. Palm's going to throw up a shot. No. At the half, and we are at the break. 37-14 in favor of A-Town. And we'll be back with some stats coming up here in just a moment. Right now, we'll step aside for our halftime interview here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by.
Thank you for watching. We're at halftime here. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by McDonough District Hospital. Our guest, Tim Piper from MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Welcome.
Thank you much.
Tim, let's talk more about your background. Can you fill the viewers in on your experience, both education, teaching, and now at MDH?
Well, my background spans over 30 years of a combination of teaching, researching, conducting research, and training clients, athletes, and special populations. Over those 30 years, I have coached hundreds of different athletes for powerlifting and weightlifting, as well as preparing athletes for sport performance. I taught for 30 plus years in a university setting, and I've made the transition now to the private sector and excited about the opportunity.
You have your PhD.
Mm-hmm.
What other certifications you have? Namely, let's talk about your sport or your strength and conditioning.
Yeah. I am a certified strength and conditioning specialist through the National Strength and Conditioning Association. That's one of the common certifications you see people get in sport performance settings, one of the first ones people get usually. I'm also a national level coach for USA Weightlifting, and I've had certifications in functional movement screens and things along those lines too, so specialties.
Your PhD is in?
It's actually adult education, higher education. My master's degree and bachelor's degrees are both in exercise science or exercise physiology.
Well, looking back to 2025, I was trying to think, what's a good word to sum up 2025 for you? The only word I could think of was busy.
Very, yes. So in the transition, trying to get the performance center set up at the clinic in Lafayette, I've been in charge of purchasing, setting up, organizing the facility out there, as well as doing some work conditioning and some personal training out there already, and getting ready for sport performance classes as well as other courses.
Go back to the beginning. This is something that has been in the works for, I would say, a few years now. One of those dreams that finally become a reality. You mentioned North Lafayette Clinic, and that's where our Sports Performance Center is. Start at the beginning when it came to how you wanted to have that vision for it. And I know you and Phyllis McLeod did a lot of work on this. Phyllis, the Director of Sports Med and Rehab. A lot of work went into this, but the vision of it, where did you start?
Well, it goes back years, really, but I've always been involved in training athletes at all levels, and having the chance to actually set up something new, something different in this community is great, I think. I've been limited over the years just because of availability. Now they have more availability. The idea of setting up a center that takes someone from the injured state, rehabilitation, and then beyond that, and increasing human performance is really something that I think we've needed for a long time. So the idea of taking someone all the way through the full process from injured all the way through, once the DPTs are done, taking them to the next step of performance has really been the focus of everything. Trying to increase as much as possible human performance.
You had an open space, trying to do a layout and design with equipment. Once you talk to the viewers about some of the equipment pieces that you've bought and your thought process for the whole layout of the center.
Okay, the center's set up so that we've got a mix of everything you need for fitness and sport performance. Some of the main unique things we've got, aside from the typical dumbbells, barbells, and cardio machines, we have some piece of equipment such as a turf track, which no one in the area has really, so we can simulate turf sprints, agility work. We also have some Atlas stones or Atlas balls for conditioning that's a little bit different than most people have, to simulate more work tasks or strongman competition type events even. And then we have Jacob's ladders, which is essentially a bear crawl on an incline. It's a different type of cardio exercise, but it involves both upper and lower body. And of course, lots of plyometric boxes and agility work, things like that is all out there too.
Focusing on athletes, really grades 6 and higher. So you're looking at junior high kids on up, high school, even college kids.
Yeah.
The blue chip speed and conditioning, and you can do injury prevention, strength and conditioning, you name it. You can develop a program really for anybody from that age group.
Yeah. And the idea is to try and make every stage of development, to cover every stage of development. And so we end up with Tucker Stevens is going to be helping with this as well a lot, taking the 6th graders on up. They'll be doing remedial work and basic work to learn how to move better, all the way through to the professional or the college athlete and professional level possibly, to actually improve performance and maximize speed, power, quickness, strength, agility.
How many times through the years have you heard, I wish my child could get bigger, faster, stronger?
Oh, it's countless. Yes. Happens all the time. And that's something that we always work on, is trying to improve, again, all types of athleticism. But those are the big things you hear about.
What's the best part of your job?
I just like the people. It's fun to work here. It's working with the clients is always fun, and I've always liked helping people.
And cardiac rehab, we should mention cardiac rehab. You
Yeah.
also assist with that program as well.
Yeah, when they're short of person or there's need for it because of people taking time off, whatever else it is, I've been covering there for a while, and that's really been fun. Again, I always like helping people, and I've been helping people of all populations for years and years, and it's just fun to hear their stories and help them improve their life.
Well, if they have questions about the Sports Performance Center, they can call out to the North Lafayette Clinic. You can also go to mdh.org, and we do have photos of the center online. Tim, we want to thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much.
Tim Piper, MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. When we return, it's second half action. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by McDonough District Hospital.
I'm Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage. And I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College. Affordable.
Transferable credits.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
The KitchenAid fan-enabled Pro Dry system combines a heating element and fan for optimal drying performance. It circulates hot air around dishes to give them a thorough dry. Choose the extended Pro Dry option to add an extra 15 minutes of heated drying for loads that need it. Dishes come out dry and sparkling, ready for more enjoying.
Every town has its own rhythm, and here in Abingdon, Illinois, connection is part of what keeps its residents moving. At Mid-Century Fiber, we're proud to call places like Abingdon home, where our team members live, work, and drive the same streets as the people we serve. Because when your connection is built by your neighbors, it's more than service, it's community. Mid-Century Fiber, fast, local, and here for Abingdon.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School at the half, 37-14 in favor of A-Town. Running down some scoring summaries for the first half. First for the Tornadoes, 2 points for Lucas Andrews, 1 for Carson Slagle, 5 for Trey Kennan, 2 for Alex Fouch, 8 for Riker Darst, 2 for Colby Hightower, and 13 for Aiden Stromson. For BPC, 5 for Braylon Griffiths, 5 for Ryan Adler, 2 each for Darren Ruffin-Thomas and Connor Palm, as we see the Spartans now back out of the locker room. So we will keep it here and just about set as the final seconds of the halftime clock winding down. We can tell you about Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community. They offer free delivery within 40 miles, so everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one. Stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.andbfurniturinc.com. You can give them a call at 309-772-2111. Also brought to you by Howell Enterprises and Howell Trucking. They can take your product down the road, near or far. They offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny and Travis on Route 41 South of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. 8 minutes on the clock. Second half underway as it is A-Town basketball. It'll be Riker Darst to inbound it to Lucas Andrews. Gets it back. Darst does. Going to drive in on Rudolph. Give and go. Stromson up. In and out. No good. Put back. Good by Trey Kennan. Kennan now with 7. And a 39. I get my scoreboard controller back up here. 39-14 lead for A-Town. Ruffin-Thomas with it at the Spartan logo for BPC. Over to Connor Palm. Picked up by Andrews. Hand off to Braylon Griffiths. Griffiths going to drive. Shot blocked. Rudolph down with the loose ball. Gets it back out. Ruffin-Thomas going to drive and float one up. In and good from about 12 feet away. Ruffin-Thomas now with 4. And we're going to get a foul in the backcourt on Ruffin-Thomas. 39-16. First foul on BPC. As we get our quarter changed. First on Ruffin-Thomas. First on BPC. 23-point lead for A-Town. Fouch to inbound. Full court pressure by BPC. Gets it to Kennan. Back to Fouch. Fouch going to blow by Palm. Down the other way. Quick pass. Stromson up and good. Stromson with 15. 41-16 lead for the Tornadoes. 6:50 to go. Griffiths Stops and pops a little long. Rebound tapped around. Darst with it. Going to outlet down to Andrews. Andrews right side layup up and good. Andrews with 4. 6-0 run for A-Town to start the quarter. 43-16. Griffiths. Darst going to steal it away. Gets it to Fouch. Fouch right-hand layup up and good. Fouch with 4. Ball out of bounds will go to A-Town. 29-point lead as Dylan King into the ball game for Rudolph for BPC. As Alex Fouch to inbounds for the Tornadoes under their own basket. Gets it into Darst. Fouch straight on 3. In and out and back in again for the Sports Corner 3. Alex Fouch now with 7 and a 32-point lead for A-Town at 48-16. Griffiths, 15-footer, a little short. Adler there for the rebound. Fantama spins up, shot, no, is pretty good contact. Here comes the Tornadoes. Fouch, bounce pass, Stromson right side up and good. Aiden Stromson with 4 in the quarter and 15 in the contest, 50-16 in favor of the Tornadoes. Palm 3 off, no good. Rebound controlled by Fouch and the Tornadoes. Stromson to Darst, has it swatted away and stolen away by Palm. Palm cross court. Griffiths thought about a 3. He's going to drive on Stromson. Free throw line out to King. Swing around to Palm. Griffiths now cross court to Ruffin Thomas on top. Ruffin Thomas going to have it nearly poked away by Andrews. Gets the loose ball back. Stolen away by the Tornadoes. Fouch the other way. Right hand layup up and good. (15-2) run for A-Town here to start the second half. 52-16. Griffiths with it for BPC. Kicks out to Adler. Him and Ruffin Thomas in the same spot in the corner. And ball out of bounds as we're going to see 42 Malta and 22 Reese Kleindens in the ball game for the first time for BPC as Adler and Ruffin Thomas going to have a seat. Darst to inbound. He'll bring it up across midcourt. Darswell right side to Fouch, guarded by Griffiths. Stromson now to Andrews. 4:25 to play. Third quarter. Darst going to drive in and is going to be fouled as it's going to go on Dylan King, I believe his team's second, my apologies. Andrews to inbound. Gets it into Stromson. Stromson's going to spin around, kicks it out. Fouch going to fire up a 3 from the near corner, no good. Stromson there for the rebound. Back up, no. Rebound, gets it back again, no. Ball still loose, picked up by Kennan. Looked like it traveled, no call. Kennan there for the shot again, this time up. No on the shot, but a foul going to go on BPC. It's going to go on Reese Kleindens, his first, team's third. Kennan to the line for 2. First one up, in and out, no good. As we're going to see Hightower, Timmons, and Slagle for A-Town as Darst, Stromson, and Fouch will check out. Kennan with one more. Has 7 and make it 8 as he hits 1 or 2. 53-16. Palm. Alta to cross midcourt, number 42 for BPC. Looking for some help. Still looking for some help. It's about pass to Palm. Palm nearly traveled. Gets it out to Griffiths now. Right side. Palm with it on top. Back over to Malta. Inside they're going to go Kleindens. Over Andrews, shot a little too strong, rebound down to the Tornadoes. Andrews with it. Quickly down the floor. Timmons up and good. Owen Timmons, his first two. Timeout taken by BPC. 55-13. Full timeout. With that full timeout, we'll be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I'm Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage. And I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it.
The KitchenAid fan-enabled Pro Dry system combines a heating element and fan for optimal drying performance. It circulates hot air around dishes to give them a thorough dry. Choose the extended Pro Dry option to add an extra 15 minutes of heated drying for loads that need it. Dishes come out dry and sparkling, ready for more enjoying.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, Mid-Century Fiber proud to present A-Town Sports here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, and Spartan Sports proudly presented by MTC Communications. Basketball to the Spartans out of the timeout. Palm, Malta's going to fire up a three and hits. Malta, his first three. A-Town the other way, turn it over. It'll go back to BPC as Thomas Anderson into the ball game for BPC. We'll get that three-pointer up for BPC. 55-19. Again, should be running clock here in the second half, as I thought, but maybe not yet. 3 minutes to go. Griffiths with the basketball for BPC. Thomas Anderson checks in out of that last timeout for BPC. Palm. Malta drives in, gonna float one up a little too strong. Kennan there for the rebound. Baseball pass stolen away by Palm, gathered up by Andrews behind the back to Griffiths. And BPC gonna come the other way with numbers 2-on-2. Griffiths gonna lose his footing for a moment. Tried to bounce pass it out to Kleindetz, and here come the Tornadoes. Trey Kennan shot up, no good. Rebound tapped around, controlled by BPC. Malta there had Griffiths open down the floor and is going to get it across to Connor Palm. 2:15 to play, 55-19. Malta looking for some help, picked up by Timmons. Swing it out to Griffiths. To Palm. Palm going to drive baseline. Going to float a tough little jumper up and good. Connor Palm, he's got four. 55-21. Hightower now to Slagle. Slagle's going to drive, jump stop. Andrews out to Kennan. Three short, rebound. Slagle gets it. Kennan gets it back. Shot up and good. Trey Kennan, he's got 5 in the quarter. 57-21 lead for A-Town. So we approach 90 seconds to play here in the third. Stolen away. Here comes Hightower the other way. Shot up and good. Palm with it for BPC. Picked up by Hightower. Going to drive in. Free throw line. Lost the handle. Left wing. Griffiths back to Palm. Palm's going to drive in. Float one up a little too strong. Rebound down to Trey Kennan and A-Town. Here come the Tornadoes. Bounce pass. Andrews shot up and good.
Andrews for two.
40-point advantage now for A-Town. 61-21. Palm with it. 33 seconds to go for BPC. Gets it back from Griffiths. Palm. Three going to be short. Rebound down to the Tornadoes, and Slagle down to 22 seconds to go. I'm going to get a foul in the backcourt on Anderson. That's going to be his third. Team's fourth. A-Town yet to commit a foul here in the second half. as Timmons and Fouch and Darce back for A-Town. 18 seconds to play, third quarter. Darst gonna drive, scoop it up and in. Riker Darst, 2 more. He's got 10, 4 seconds. Ruffin Thomas, 2. Half-court shot will be short. So after 3 quarters of play, 63-21 in favor of the A-Town Tornadoes. We'll be back in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
The MDH Community Pharmacy in Macomb is open 7 days a week, including extended hours on the weekdays for your convenience. Our team is available to answer questions about all your medications, and we offer free local home deliveries. Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare, and most insurance plans are accepted. McDonough District Hospital, your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back here for the start of the fourth quarter between BPC and A-Town. We Spartan basketball out of the quarter break, 63-21. Anderson inbounds to Connor Palm. Picks up the dribble to Ruffin Thomas. Now left side to Palm. Handoff to Malta. He's going to drive baseline on Timmons, looking for some help. He's going to kick it out to Ruffin Thomas. We're going to get a traveling violation on the Spartans. We can tell you about King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. They support BPC athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in Bushnell, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. You set an appointment. Call 837-MyDC-6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $65 or $85. Baseline drive up and good by Hightower. Give Colby Hightower 6, 65-21 advantage. Ruffin Thomas with it for BPC. Again, 2 more games coming up tomorrow here at BPC. And then boys basketball with Rushville Industry on Saturday, and a girls contest at 11 o'clock on Saturday as well. So lots of basketball coming up here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Malta gets it over to Ruffin Thomas, down to 6:40 to play. Spin shot up, no. Anderson there for the rebound. Gets it back, goes back up, no good. Gets it back again. No. Colby Hightower out with the basketball now for the Tornadoes. Outlet to Fouch. Far corner, Slagle fires up a 3, no good. Darst and Kleindenz go for the basketball, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Kleindenz as Adler checks back for BPC. Schisler, Anderson, and Dirth Haas into the ball game for A-Town. Dirth Haas, a senior, with it. Now to Slagle. He's going to drive and float one up and in. Carson Slagle with 3, 67-21 lead for A-Town. Ruffin Thomas with the basketball, picked up by Branson Thomas, number 2. Trying to get some help, looking for some help, and we're going to get a double dribble on BPC. Basketball will go back to A-Town. Running clock here in the fourth quarters. It is a better than 30-point margin. Carson Slagle with it, number 1. Right side to Schisler. Now to Thomas. Anderson now, Dearth, Haas. Slagle, free throw line, jumper up a little short. BPC out with a rebound. Here comes Malta, and we're going to get a double dribble on BPC. And a turnover to A-Town, 4:40 to play. Branson Thomas with it. Now back to Slagle. Just about halfway through this fourth quarter, 4:20 to go. Sisler now back to Thomas. Inside, Dirk Haas. Double team. Inside, Slagle up over Ruffin Thomas and in. Carson Slagle with 5. 69-21. As we do hit the halfway mark of the fourth quarter, as we're going to see Braylon Griffiths off the bench for BPC. Ruffin Thomas spins one up. No on the shot. And he'll go to the line for 2. First on A-Town. First team foul here in the fourth quarter. Free throw up and no good. As the second Anderson into the ball game for A-Town. Now the missed free throw, or the free throw attempt, and Ruffin Thomas 1 of 2. As Braylon Griffiths back for BPC, 69-22. Sisler to Thomas. Pass Anderson, Dirt Harst with it. 2:50 to play. A-Town's going to move to 5-0 on the season. BPC going to drop to 0-5 after the contest tonight. Right side, that is Sisler, number 14. Ball poked away by Adler. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tornadoes as we're down to 2:35 to play. Brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone with pasta sandwiches and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. Give Rosie's a call for delivery at 309-772-2101. 3 by Thomas out of the far corner. No good. Rebound controlled by A-Town. Inside, Dearth Harst gets the pass inside, loses the basketball, still has it back. Anderson back with the basketball, down to 2 minutes to go. Sisler with it, number 14. Dearth Haas. 3 up short, and rebound saved in bounds by A-Town, and Sisler. Dearth Harst, Sisler, cross court. Anderson. Hit 3 up, no good. Griffiths there for the rebound for BPC as we're down to a minute 35 to play. Don't think we'll probably see Coach Curry after this one tonight, as we'll pack it up probably pretty quick and hit the road. Back again tomorrow for a couple more games here from the Tip-Off Classic. Down to a minute 20 to play. Sisler to Thomas. Dearth Haas with it. A-Town just winding clock down now, 69-22. Anderson's going to lose it. Dearth Haas will pick it up out of the far corner. Now over to Thomas. Thomas going to drive, scoop it up, no. He'll go to the line for 2. As the foul going to be whistled, I believe, on Braylon Griffiths. His second. My apologies. That's on Anderson. As the free throw up and no good for Branson Thomas. As we see Kleinet's back, and Thomas goes 1 of 2. His first points of the night. 70-22, the score, 20 seconds to go. Maltus picks up the dribble, needs some help, gets it over to Adler. Adler, Malta going to fire up another 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound to Adler. Out to Ruffin Thomas. This is going to be, or off of Anderson, my apologies. And that will do it. Final score, 70-22 in favor of A-Town. And with that, we will step aside. 70-22, the final score. We'll be back in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Every town has its own rhythm, and here in Abingdon, Illinois, connection is part of what keeps its residents moving. At Mid-Century Fiber, we're proud to call places like Abingdon home, where our team members live, work, and drive the same streets as the people we serve. Because when your connection is built by your neighbors, it's more than service, it's community. Mid-Century Fiber, fast, local, and here for Abingdon.
Coming to support their teams, we will now recognize the all-tournament team players and the tournament championship team. The all-tournament players are Craven and Avon, Riker Darst, and Alex Fouch. The tournament champions are Avon and Avon Tornadoes.
So there is your A-Town all-tournament selections and the first place trophy presentations. We'll step aside. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
My philosophy in pediatrics is definitely prevention, early intervention, and advocacy. Being an advocate for my patients is one of the main reasons why I got into pediatrics in the first place. I like working close with families and being able to empower moms, especially first-time moms, or empower any caregiver. MDH Peds gives that family-centered care. My name is Leilani Segura, and I am a pediatrician at McDonough District Hospital.
The KitchenAid fan-enabled Pro Dry system combines a heating element and fan for optimal drying performance. It circulates hot air around dishes to give them a thorough dry. Choose the extended Pro Dry option to add an extra 15 minutes of heated drying for loads that need it. Dishes come out dry and sparkling, ready for more enjoying.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and, not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credits.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
It's hard to stop a train.
Back here at BPC High School, final score A-Town 70, BPC 22. Running down our scoring summary for the Tornadoes. Unofficially, Aiden Stromson was 17. 10 from Trey Kennan, 10 from Riker Darst. Let's see, 5 from Carson Slagle, 6 from Lucas Andrews, 9 for Alex Fouch, Trey Kennan with 10, 6 for Colby Hightower, 17 for Aiden Stromson, 2 for Owen Timmons, a free throw for Branson Thomas. 4 BPC paced by the 5 each of Ryan Adler, Braylon Griffiths, and Darren Ruffin Thomas. 4 for Connor Palm, and 3 for John Malta, the freshman, for BPC. 70-22. Just saw Coach Curry duck into the locker room here a few minutes ago, so I don't anticipate him coming out here this evening to chat. And so with that, we will wrap things up for tonight. Again, coming up tomorrow, we've got West Prairie and BPC JV at 6. And the 7:30 game will have West Prairie and Illini Bluffs. Friday night, boys JV varsity doubleheader. I believe Russell Industry in town for that one. And a single girls contest at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning here at BPC. So lots of basketball, and girls back home with Macomb on Monday night. So lots of basketball here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Spartan Sports presented to you by MTC Communications. So for Adam Hulett, Chris Rankhauser saying so long for tonight. We'll be back with you tomorrow. A couple more games here from BPC High School. Have a great